Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down. Here's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Titans at 5-1 here in this early part of the season, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that's incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And the pressure gets to him again. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get it together.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Looking left side of, he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's brought down.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now Ritter going to change up the look. Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Miller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Mac Hollins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
That's what we do. That was nice.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Running left, it's Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Off the option, here's Henry. Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it.
Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
He's got a man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Miller in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Grady Jarrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Pulled in at the 24.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flush to his right. It's Miller, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. He just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off, just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign him.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down at the 39-yard line.
Now Willis to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, Willis to throw.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down, it's Willis.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Ritter back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Falcons.
Back to throw, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's more on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 2, Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown,
Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try to make a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At the 34.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ritter now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Falcons first down.
First down. Here's Ritter. This went into the hands of Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
60 yards.
And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Willis and the Titans come to the line now. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Muscles him off. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
Reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to play. They got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ritter going to change it up. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 45, Titans 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense